What's going on, guys? It's been forever since my last tank updates, so I figured I'd give you guys a look at what's going on and how everything's doing and stuff like that. It's now day 265, um, you know, about 3 months shy of a year, which, I'm really happy about. I'm glad everything's, been going good for me for this first year, and, I'll really look forward to progressing into this hobby, as time goes on. Got a lot of new coral since the last update, and got a lot of new growth on these corals also. Um, really good growth. We'll go ahead and get into it. This is my newest piece down here. I've done a little bit of rearranging. I used to have a frog spawn down here, but this is a branching hammer. It's got two heads on it. It's actually got a bunch of little spurs and stuff coming off the side from new growth. It's got a really cool color. My glass is always filthy. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah, it's a nice little frag there. Mushrooms, pallies, and all that stuff still doing good. GSP, zinnia growing like crazy. New little mushroom up there, another one of those little brownish red ones, filling up some space. Dragon Eye's doing good. Up here in the back, you can't really see there, but there's a frag that's got three little heads of blue trumpet or candy cane, whatever you want to call those guys. Over here I got these little yellow polyps. I actually bought that rock right there, there was one polyp on that. Somehow it moved off of the rock, and now there's four within a matter of just maybe a month, so that's pretty cool. This GSP really pretty, doing really well. You can actually see there on the side it's starting to encrust onto the rock. If you look at it there, you can kind of see that purple where it's this frog spawn used to be in the corner. I moved it up here. It seems to really like it. Getting a lot of really good growth off. I'm surprised this thing's not split yet. I mean, it's just ridiculously huge. Over here got another little three heads of the blue candy canes. My green ones, this was two heads, as you guys may remember, but now you can see it's split off, and this side has two separate heads, and this side has three, so I went from two heads to five on that, which I'm not complaining about that at all. Duncan's still doing awesome. Getting a lot of good growth off of their tentacles. They're getting a lot longer and stuff like that. Doing really well. Super close to the zinnia, but it doesn't seem to bother the Duncans at all. They seem to just overpower the zinnia, and it really looks like they just like burn the zinnia, out of the way. So I'm not too worried about that. This stuff grows like crazy. It's insane how fast that stuff grows. And that's pom-poms. I heard the pulsing zinnias grow twice as fast. That's crazy. There's a ton of them. Up here, this is just another little awesome hammer I got here. Doing really well. Getting some flow going through it. It seems to like it a lot. Really nice. I love it. It's like one of my new favorite frags. Back here in the back, I got this cabbage leather. Still doing really good. Thanks for helping me out with that name of that, Adjuster Frank and Krug1313. Appreciate that. Over here I got these kryptonite candy canes. Just got this a couple of days ago, and it still hasn't seemed to acclimate to the tank very well. Hopefully it comes around. It's a really cool looking piece. These pallies doing awesome. I mean, I love the colors of that. And, they're starting to grow onto the rock and spread everywhere. I mean, this camera really isn't doing justice on the colors of these. When my actinics are on, they really pop. Over here I got this huge frag of Kenya tree. I got this from a local reefer for 10 bucks. Can't beat that. It's a monster. There's a couple more little stalks of it on the back there, little frags, but I could frag off and take to the swap or whatever. Yeah, they're doing really well. Eagle Eye's still doing good. Let's see here. Down here, these Zo frags. This one's closed up. That's why. Little blue leg crab on there, causing some havoc. Um, I mean, these crabs are just tearing my stuff up, dude. Nothing's opened up. These fire and ice, they're starting to spread a little bit. There was only maybe 6 or 7 polyps there in the middle, small polyps, and now it's starting to cover that plug it's on, which is good because these plugs are just hideous. These dragon eyes completely just covered that plug, and now they're spreading onto the rock and everything else. A little mushroom behind it. I don't know where that sprouted up from, but hey, I'll take an extra free one, whatever. This frog spawn over here, this baby gets the size of about a tennis ball. I mean, you can't even see this rock that it's on when it's fully opened. It fell off of it. I tried to force it back down there, so it's kind of pissed off at me right now. Everything's still doing really well. My Banghai Cardinal, sorry to say it died, or I killed it. Actually, I woke up one morning and went to look at the tank, and I noticed it had a bubble over its left eye. So I started freaking out, whatever, and did some research on it, and it could be, and they said it could be caused by anything from a small ammonia spike to, whatever, but so I didn't worry about it too much. I did a water change thinking it would be okay. A couple days later, I look at it again, and the other eye's bubbled over. So of course I panicked. I'm a new aquarist. I don't have a quarantine tank. I don't want, any kind of sickness in this tank, so I sent that baby down the porcelain pipe. Call me what you want, but I didn't want to risk the health of anything else in my tank. I think that the problem with it, hopefully it wasn't in my tank, but when I went to buy it at the store, they had just got done acclimating it into their tank, and then he pulled it out of that tank and put it in a bag, and I brought it here and acclimated it. So I think it was just due to stress, hopefully, and hopefully not something bad going on in my tank. But all my levels seem to be perfect. Calcium's a little high. It's usually around 480, 490. Alkalinity around 10. Everything else is 0. Actually, my phosphates maybe 0.2, but it's really hard to read on those API test kits. I need to get a good test kit for my phosphates, but everything's doing really well. Coralline popping up like crazy. The extension out of these corals, the growth. This Bionic 2-part dosing really affects the growth of these corals, and the color, and it does wonders for a tank. Over here, these pumps, they are just solid purple. My overflow box is starting to get coralline all over it. But that's really gonna do it, guys. I do promise to make more videos now that the summer's winding down, and I'm really glad it's winding down too, because I don't have a chiller, and I just played hell trying to keep this temperature right all summer long. Next year I will have a chiller before it starts to get too hot. So, one summer without one's enough. It's really humid here in Missouri. It's just nasty. But my sump video is next, and it will be the beginning of next week when I put that out. I'm waiting to hook up my new Fosband reactor and stuff like that before I put that video out. But I just wanted to say thank you to all my subs, for sticking with me even though I haven't made any videos in a while, and all my new subs, thanks for subscribing, even to my older stuff. I promise to put more videos out for you guys and everything like that. I'm actually close to 250 subs, and whenever I do hit 250, I'll do a really cool giveaway, so you guys stay tuned for that. It's coming up really fast. I think I've got like 20 more to go. But really, that's gonna do it, guys, and stay tuned for my next video. It'll be my sump video, and thanks for watching. Peace out.